everyone, it's Tania Gabrielle here, Wealth Astro-Numerologist, and welcome to Star Codes, where we look at the stars and numbers codes that are coming up in the Astrology and Numerology to help us navigate everything that is happening with the greatest grace and love and peace. Now, we're going to look today at a very special event that is happening on July 29th. And that is Jupiter opposite Mars, both at 29 degrees, July 29th. So that opens up a triple 29 code. And this is quite intense because the opposition itself is very dynamic. It is about bringing energy into balance. And 29 reduces to 11, which is also about balance. And 11 is the master number of inspiration, of being in the present moment, of standing in that gateway, walking through the gateway, and only being present now so that you don't get caught in the future or the past and into the rabbit hole. You are just basically listening to your inner voice. So it is truly about intuition and relationships because 11 reduces to 2. 1 + 1 = 2. So your relationships will be on the front burner as well. Now, Mars is about action and fire, and Jupiter is about joy and expansion. It's a very fortunate planet. And 29 is the intuitive master, number of intimate connection through inspiration. So acting on your internal impulses in a joyful way, being spontaneous, trusting your instinct, which is Mars, being open to share what's in your heart, and be grateful. This is really about the energy. Now, Mars is in Leo, and Jupiter just moved back into Aquarius. That's why it's at 29 degrees Aquarius. Mars is in the last degree of Leo. This is the 29th degree of any sign is a critical degree. It intensifies everything, just like the master numbers intensify everything in numerology. So Mars in Leo at 29 degrees is all about courage. So it's magnifying the courage. And Jupiter in Aquarius is magnifying fearlessness and joy about your future. So when we have Mars opposite Jupiter, there's a lot of energy to begin something. And 29 degrees on the 29th of July reduces to 11. 11 is double new beginnings. So there's a lot of new beginnings energy around this time, the end of July. You have a strong desire now to make positive changes, to be very proactive in your decision-making process, in your transactions. And in fact, this aspect really favors business success. So you can get recognition for an accomplishment. You really just feel empowered and encouraged to move forward, right? And if you don't move forward and you're not creative, then you're going to feel stuck because this opposition will bring some tension, right? That needs to be resolved. So what you want to guard against with Jupiter opposite Mars, Jupiter expands everything, and Mars can be, in its shadow side, impulsive and impatient. So you want to guard against those two and be very clear about your intentions. You have the courage to stand up for yourself, but you don't want to be aggressive. You just want to be firm and strong and confident. So use this energy, this fire energy, wisely, and don't burn the candle on both ends, right? That's the opposition again. When you are in flow, so you're not overdoing things or overreacting, you feel very energized, very sensual. You have that libido, you have that drive and courage to confront any situation and do it in a way that is for your highest good and, of course, for the highest good of everyone else. So you want to, with this expansive Jupiter energy, to moderate your own energy resources so you don't run out of steam and can be present in that present moment 11/29 awareness. So that would include not wasting energy on being sad, it is important to be just proactive. It's not to say not to feel, but not to get attached to the feeling. Instead, ask, what can I do to help? Where's the solution? And when you feel overwhelmed or exhausted or irritable, to take a walk in nature, to take a long salt bath, to get a massage, read an inspiring book, stop watching the news, listen to your higher guidance. You have an increased desire now to succeed. So any project that you begin around this time has a very big success rate. So focus on your intentions that bring joy. Focus on intentions that allow you to expand in a big way and feel like you're going beyond the horizon, and act on those intentions, and then you'll see the results unfold. The quickness of things will also be clear because Mars is a quickening of energy. And the good fortune that you are experiencing arises from a real sense of trust in a higher divine purpose, in a greater purpose, right? That is beyond your comprehension. And the activation of your positive goals that are aligned to your heart is fulfilling your connection to that universal flow of energy. So take initiative now to benefit from the wonderful opportunities that Jupiter is bringing. And you can experience amazing results in all areas of your life, not just business, but truly in your relationships, your health, your spiritual expansion, your inner peace, your environment, and the way you choose to take the lead in your life, right? Not to be the victim. And good feelings that result from this attitude is, these good feelings are always proof that goodness underlies all of life. Because when you align with joy and peace and acceptance and love, you are rewarded. When you don't, that's when you start feeling like you are suffering, or, there are problems. So all suffering is a warning signal to get your attention and tell you something. How are you saying no and yes to life? In fact, are you saying no to life, or are you saying yes? Every time you suffer, you are supposing something is going wrong. Suppose this happens, or this is supposed to be different, or I'm supposed to be different. The past is supposed to be different. This person should be different, right? I'm supposed to feel differently. And these suppositions take you down that rabbit hole of frustration and fear or apathy. And you basically decided how things are supposed to be. You tried to make them that way. And then when they turned out differently, which they usually do, you feel angry or you feel sad. And the truth is that everything is actually the way it's supposed to be. There's nothing wrong with life itself. It's only with our beliefs. So that's Jupiter, right? Jupiter governs our beliefs. Our beliefs about life are extremely important, right? And this should be a great relief to you. There's nothing wrong with life. You can just relax and let life be as it is. You can let the energy of Mars, the force of nature, to just move, and Jupiter's joy to inspire you. And all you have to do is let yourself be as you are and let others be as they are. The thing is, your ego is used to saying no to that. Your ego is used to saying, I don't want that. It's built to say that. It's built to counteract life. And so to counteract the ego, right? You want to say yes to life. You want to say yes to whatever the ego is resisting and rejecting. Notice all the thoughts and complaints that crop up when you wish things were different and suppose this or suppose that. And then remind yourself that all is well. All is unfolding as it should be. This is the truth. And even if the ego's no doesn't disappear completely, which often happens, it will be put on the back burner. It will be impotent. It will be unable to wield its energy onto your state of consciousness. So saying yes in the midst of the ego saying no puts you in touch with your true nature. That act puts you in touch, and that act is about embracing life. And this is the joy and the trust and the gratitude and the energy that Mars opposite Jupiter is asking of you, especially since Mars is in Leo, the sign of confidence, right? It's in the last degree. It's its final moments in Leo. And so you want to find that voice, that sense of, I am okay. You want to look for the trust. You want to look for the goodness. You want to listen out for it. You want to not give your attention to the no, because it will drown out the yes to life, saying yes to life, right? The saying no to life can be very loud and persistent. And so you have to choose the yes over the no in order to move beyond that egoic grasp. And that will empower your divine nature. That would empower the Jupiter joy, the trust in that everything is fortunate. That will empower that. That is the true you. So let the voice of love and peace and joy and wisdom prevail. Mars is going to speed everything up. Your thoughts are manifesting your reality instantly, every moment. So feel that quickening, because it is happening. And then feel free to let go and release everything you're holding on to, right? That's the no, I don't want to be with the flow. You don't want to say that. You want to be in yes, I want to move forward, right? And this is going to help tremendously in helping the heart merge with peace and fearlessness and love. And that's truly the awakening. That is the light bulb going off. That is your inner light saying yes to life and taking control of the egoic way, which if you think about Leo, which is where Mars will be, Leo is a royal sign, and it is governed by the sun. And so it is about leadership and courage. And then, of course, the shadow side of that is being the ego, the know-it-all. Right? I'm right, you're wrong, and basically wanting to take the reins for nobody's highest good except your own, being very self-centered. So that is what we're moving away from. That is what Jupiter opposite Mars, Jupiter being in Aquarius, the Aquarian age, right, is just breaking us free from. It's a really important moment in this month of July to take stock of what it is that brings us joy, and just trust in that feeling, right? Trust in the big yes to life. So have an amazing week. This is really exciting. We're moving into the time where the Leo new moon is going to happen on August 8th, 8/8, and that's a big one. And so this is like preparation before that Leo new moon. So look out for that Star Code podcast coming up. And don't forget your own star code, right? You have a soul code that you incarnated with that is your birth promise. And it's revealed in your Astrology and Numerology birth chart. And you can learn all about yours at starcodeclass.com. It's a free masterclass I created for you. You get a handout, and it's just a wonderful way to discover who you are at soul level, and discover who the people in your life are at soul level, so you can have compassion for them as well. So enjoy that masterclass at starcodeclass.com, and I will see you in next week's Star Codes podcast. Lots of love.